clearing. Okay. I'm just sitting here preparing for today's reading, and I've been looking at the questions on the community page for what you'd like to see here. And the first one that I'm going to do, I think the one that I'm going to do today is how to achieve inner union. So I've been sitting here and tracing back in my own life when it was that I first connected to the divine within me. Because that was the first instruction that I was given, meditating on how to help those who might find this video come into inner union. And I remember being maybe 3 years old and literally saying, God, are you there? But with my heart. I might have said it out loud. But in that space, you know, I'm laughing because this is how it went down. I literally heard my own little girl voice in that moment say, yes, in like a deep, of course I'm there, my child, kind of voice. And it's so funny because, you know, we sometimes feel like we'll hear voices, or those who channel hear voices, that sort of a thing. I've always found it to be very much familiar, like my own voice in a way, but not audible like a voice. It is, however, a very recognizable, clear knowing, voice-like knowing. And it might seem cliche that if we say, God, are you there, that we get this, yes. And I always think that it's quite funny when I tune into the voice of the divine. I do want to say that the voice of the divine will never tell you to do something that would harm yourself or anyone else. The voice of the divine will never be confusing or seem to want you to do anything against your will. The voice of the divine will always be love, because God is love. And so when we're opening to hearing divine guidance or tuning into divine guidance, it's always going to be gentle, kind, patient. It's always going to resonate as love. So that's the first thing. When we tune in there and we're looking for union within, it's coming into the relationship with that inner knowing that trusts the connection to source, that establishes the connection to source, so that we can ask any question and tune into the answer. It's the questions we ask that help us come into inner union. So we can go to that place of connection with source and say, what do I need to understand today? Or if there's a conversation we've had or some decision that we're making, we can say to that place inside, the connection to source, what do I need to know about that? Show me the way in this. What is the most loving way to look at this situation? What would the most loving choice be? So we can go to that place, and that is union within. It's actually just very, very simple and immediate. And from there, the relationship can grow. so that it's just second nature. I call that praying without ceasing, so that it's a perpetual flow through, and that everything that I'm observing gets run past that higher knowing, and just being present with it. But let's see what comes through in the cards. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial information coming through. What else can we see about inner union? Emotionally, mentally, and physically, what can we see regarding coming into inner union? Put down your burdens and come into divine connection. Literally, we are meant to be aligned with the divine as a way of life. It's our lifeline. It is aliveness itself. Literally, put down the burden and allow divine justice in. That is the faith that opens the door. Okay, that was an added message. Now we are getting discipline. Lay the foundation. Allow for signs, synchronicities, divine intervention, the hand of God to be activated in your life. Oh, and a bunch. Free will, choosing truth, and your wishes. So listening to divine guidance and harmonizing that with the wishes on your heart. I'm going to get into this in just a moment. Let's start at the first one. This is really interesting to me. So the first message that we're getting is this is a card of foundation, discipline, walk the walk, talk the talk. You know, you don't even have to talk the talk, walk the walk. Lay the foundation, discipline, begin somewhere. This is the slowest moving energy in the deck. It's the slowest foundation, but it is authentic. It's sure-footed. It goes forward one step at a time. So it doesn't happen overnight is coming to me. It can happen instantaneously, but it's a way of life. That praying without ceasing, running every decision through it. Then the Great Wheel. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is serendipity, synchronicity, abundance. This is everything coming in for you in the present moment. Divine timing. This is aligning with divine timing. If things aren't happening the way that you want them to, opening your eyes to seeing what actually is, and then asking in that place, that inner union, show me understanding in how this is love unfolding right now. Show me what I need to see about the timing, about the circumstance, about what's going on that is perfect, that is benevolent. This is essentially asking to be shown the solution in any given moment that helps you be right with your soul. Divine union within is your soul being in balance, in harmony, things being right with your soul. Trusting, love, faith. But it's also about asking. It's about asking to be shown behind the scenes of the divine timing. We wake up to that with consciousness when we see signs and synchronicities and omens, and we're interpreting those in the highest of love. Those are the miracles. We walk in miracles when we're in that alignment of union within. We're remembering to have as above, so below, and communion with the field of potential, the field of potentiality that we interface with when we become co-creators in our own heart wishes. This Nine of Cups is like heart wishes or prayer. And this truth, these are breakthroughs, these are innovations. The Ace of Orbs is the Ace of Swords, which is the cutting edge advancements, innovation, breakthrough, and free will. This is saying only your choice to look away from the potential of asking for insight, breakthrough and for wishes, you know, wishes to be in alignment. That's your free will choice to see things that way. The Five of Swords is about how we perceive things. That Wayne Dyer quote, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That's what this is all about. Perceiving, how you're interpreting a scenario, and what you choose to do about it. When we come into inner union, we remember to say things like, how can I honor self and other in this motion? How can I meet my own needs while still honoring the needs of other? How do I draw healthy boundaries? How do I honor my worthiness to have that which I desire and honor the truth of all involved? These sorts of things where we come into our own autonomous knowing that we are worthy to have our hearts delighted by love, by life, and that it can work together with all things, depending on how we perceive the situation and what we choose to do about it. This is our only true power in this life, is our free will assessment of what's going on and what we allow ourselves or not to do in response to how we perceive what's going on. So that is inner union, when we know that our karma is up to us, our choices are up to us, and we come into the profound knowing that this present moment holds all potentiality. Really beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to step into, oh my goodness, this reading. I don't know if it's going to be good sound or not. I didn't plug in my microphone. One sec. To be better, and the first part isn't too bad. We'll play it back. But let's dive into the Divine Masculine check-in. If we're suddenly getting into a reading and the first part of this is gone, it's because the sound was not good. But let's see, what are the Divine Masculines thinking about the connection today? What are they feeling on the heart space? What are they wishing for the connection? What actions are being taken? What is the biggest challenge for the Divine Masculines today? What is the spirit-guided solution? Where is the connection going in the near future? And let's do the Divine Feminines, because I didn't do a reading yesterday, so let's see what we can get. What are the Divine Feminines thinking and feeling about the connection today? And what are they wishing on the heart space for the connection? What actions are being taken? What is the biggest challenge for the Divine Feminines today? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where is the Divine Feminine energy going in the near future? Okay, Divine Masculines, what are they thinking? The Moon, secrets coming to light with transformation. 2 major arcana, major energy here. So subconscious things coming up to support continued transformation. Lots coming to light right now. Something feels like it has catalyzed the Divine Masculine collective. What are we getting for Divine Feminines? Page of Wands and bring your ideas to life. So Divine Feminines, it looks like you are seeking spiritual guidance about some of the ideas that you're having. This is very self-focused in a positive spiritual way, because this is you believing in yourself, your ideas, your innovations, and listening to the divine for guidance on that. How beautiful. They say what you do for twin, you do for, or what you do for self, you do for twin. And Divine Feminines, it looks like by following divine guidance and by tuning in to what makes you you, you're getting this opportunity to bring through very positive energy. That is allowing your divine masculine the space to tune into divine feminine attributes within and continue to do this transformative work. Rise to the challenge, do their best. As you do your best, it inspires energetically and gives space for them to focus on themselves and do their best regarding their own transformation. Transformation energy, transformative energy here, and transformative energy there. What are the divine masculines feeling on the heart space? Oh, Father of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. This is waiting to talk about the love, waiting to share the love, waiting for the right moment to express emotions. The King of Cups rarely is overly expressive with emotions, but there's so much love there. And divine feminines, we've got 10 of Cups on the heart space, and transformation is beautiful. So this is unconditionally loving. This is loving without expecting anything in return, which is also drawing the readiness of the masculines to look at when they would like to express this love. This is the proper alignment that is free from runner chaser energy, I want to say. Divine feminines, when you're just in this state of free-flowing love and you've come into this transformation, the beauty of your own transformation that's freeing you up with this heart for innovation and expression, creative flow, you're just in the zone. Divine feminines and divine masculines are feeling this readiness becoming, the investment, the time. Some of your divine masculines have told themselves that they are waiting for you to really, really come into this glow up before they want to come in on the scene. They don't want to interrupt your process. But this is also inspiring. And divine masculines are welling up with this love. They're waiting until the love is so full that they can't hold back anymore. They can't resist. I'm hearing this is the one connection that has caused them to keep their eyes wide open at the love becoming, and that observing the nuance of this connection, of what's happening within them, of how they're growing, is so remarkable that they don't want to rush that process. It's showing them so much and teaching them so much. I'm feeling that some of them are just sort of lost in this internal world right now and seeing themselves as beautiful. Oh, I heard as beautiful for the first time on the soul level. That's breathtaking. What are the masculines wishing for the connection? Oh, the Lovers and passion. Oh, I don't even know what I want to say. I was going to say vroom. That doesn't make any sense at all. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom, everyone. Vroom, vroom. I guess it does make some sense, but the masculines are wishing for love. This union, inner union here, leading to being able to freely give of self, freely enjoy, without expectation, just full-heartedly enjoy sensual pleasure together is what I'm getting there. Masculines don't want to have inhibitions. They want to have a clear conscience to make love to you. I'm hearing worthy for a queen. Oh, divine masculines want to have the kind of sacred sexuality, sensuality with you that is fit for you, divine feminine. They want to meet you in that sacred space. Something has really impressed upon the divine masculines of your essence and your purity, divine feminine. There's a real desire to bring their best to the table, meaning not have a guilty conscience in any way. And divine feminines on the heart space, the end of suffering Be playful. Yeah, divine feminines want to just be playful. They don't want this overthinking, burdensome, cumbersome, awkward effing energy anymore. No more. Seriously, yes, play, bring back the play, bring back the play. It doesn't have to be heavy. Does not have to be heavy. This truly, look at that. Divine masculines want nothing but the real thing, and this is allowing divine feminines to not have to feel like they're the party pooper, serious, mature, boring, fuddy-duddy ones. Bring back the play. Bring back the play. Divine masculines, divine feminines. Beautiful. What actions are the masculines taking? They are choosing to manifest in the direction of this connection, and they're understanding that everything that has been happening up till now is leading to the same end. They are absolutely understanding that even when they are not actively trying to manifest your connection, divine feminine, that they are manifesting it anyways. Nothing they do is not manifesting it. It is destined. They're understanding every choice that they've made before is going in this direction. There's something much bigger going on than they thought at first. Even trying to resist the connection only makes the heart grow fonder, I'm hearing. And for the divine feminines, what actions? Let it shine. Okay, so this is like speaking clearly. This is beautiful because if I'm totally honest, divine feminines more so have been having a lot of options, dating, exploring other connections, but across the board, divine feminines resoundingly love their divine masculines and only want to be in relationship fully with their divine masculine. So third party energy in the reverse here. The first message is that divine feminines are getting out, celebrating, meeting new people, prospective love matches, but no one compares to the divine masculine as far as the divine guidance has been shown. And divine feminines are speaking very clearly about their boundaries. They are keeping their autonomy with new people, with old people, with lovers, with anybody that is in their realm. They are speaking clearly without misleading, without leading people on, with no pretense, just being themselves. The second message here is divine feminines are truly understanding what friendship is and speaking up when things are not, when people aren't playing fair. Divine feminines are truly sharing that wisdom and advocating for authentic connection with all sorts of people in their lives right now. Beautiful energy. What can we see for the biggest challenge for the divine masculines? 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Wands. Divine masculines are really working on putting down their guardedness about their money, about their finances, about the material realm, this needing to work so hard, prove oneself the wounded warrior. They're putting that down. When is enough enough? I just heard. Aw. And for divine feminines, the challenge, oh, actually I'm going to do the spirit guided solution for the divine masculine challenge. Daughter of Wands and Knight of Wands, both in the reverse. So this is spirituality and the hot and cold ghosting energy moving out. So divine masculines are truly tapping into more eternal love. Yeah. Spirituality with strong energy, not weak energy, equals more continuity, more consistency, more groundedness, more eternal love. And that is showing the balance between what's been happening that's been focused too heavily on just the material realm in a lot of cases, worries about it, overcompensating through material pursuit in some way, never having enough. You know, that can be on any scale of advancement, that whole idea that there's never enough. Putting down that attitude, realizing that spirituality in the moment and coming into More of a groundedness is what's needed. So there's a breath of air coming into this. The masculines are realizing more so what really matters, and that they are enough on their own without having to overcompensate and prove this. And that's settling them on a core level. So divine masculines who may be watching this, that you have felt this incessant need to achieve, this is saying, come into the peace of just trusting that you are enough, trusting your worth, loving yourself so beautifully, and just holding your own so that your yes is yes, your no is no, you're consistent, you are there, and you're in alignment with your heart is what I'm hearing. Divine feminines, what is the challenge? Be at home and teamwork without teamwork. So being at home in your own body, your own consciousness, your own spirituality, even if your masculine is not there in the 3D. What is the guidance for that? Be peace. And the Hierophant. So we're getting the Hierophant. So embody that inner union. Embody, this is the, the High Priestess is the divine feminine spiritual aspect, and the Hierophant is the divine masculine embodiment within. So embody your own inner masculine. This is your own protector, your own stability, your own internal constitution. The logic, the analytical framework that allows you to own your intuition, to live your life without external approval, to have peace that you are loved and lovable and divinely connected. This is a beautiful energy, divine feminines, to be reminded of, that it's not anything that you'll get outside of yourself. It is this beautiful inner knowing that allows you to just be you and not have anything dependent on an external person. Beautiful. And I'm not saying that union won't come in, but this is the advice, is to embody that peace and be at home in your skin, so that all of it is a celebration. It has far greater meaning. Not being in separation allows you a lot of luxury of time to bring through your innovations that we saw in the beginning. Bring your ideas to life. So this really is a time, if you are finding that your masculine is not in your life, you do literally have the luxury of time to bring through those things that are simply your giftings and talents, to establish a foundation, because those collaborations that will come in, you have no idea. None of us have any idea yet what those will be when we fully come into our own and exponentially play off of each other with our twin. And that doesn't have to be very elaborate either. It can just be perspectives and insights. And it can also be things that will change the framework of society. It's going to be on all levels. And it's already starting, but we have to do the groundwork in our individual lives to be as authentically us and bring that through in our own right. And now is the time for that, divine feminines. Okay, where is the energy going? The divine masculines are getting the Hanged Man in the upright. So there is a new perspective that has arrived about divine feminine, about what divine feminine energy is not, is what I just heard. So something may be coming up to the divine masculines in the near future. So if there are karmic partners involved, if there are pursuits of lusty passion, I'm hearing the divine masculine is going to see in no uncertain terms some feminine energy, some sensual alluring energy that is not divine. Oh, I'm going to pull a little bit of a clarifier. What is that frequency that I'm feeling? There's a little bit of a warning in that energy for divine masculines who are seeking superficial gratification. What is it I'm picking up on? Peace, healing, gentleness, and non-judgment and ascension, surrender, and purification. So there's something divine masculines might actually be denied by a feminine that they are coveting, I'm hearing, and they're actually going to have to let it go with peace, gentleness, and healing, and realize they are on a different frequency. So how many times, divine feminines, have we gotten the message that divine feminines have like elevated into the 5D or become spiritual, and the masculines are still kind of caught in karmic 3D explorations? The tables have turned here, and something of a karmic feminine seductress is going to deny divine masculines here, and divine masculines will have to see their progress and growth and let it go and not take it personally that that karmic feminine energy, or seductress in particular, is not into them because they are vibrating at a frequency that is too high for that karmic feminine energy to connect with. Wow, everybody, isn't that freaking cool? Freaking cool. I have to see if the masculines are going to understand. Let's see what, if they think of the divine feminines when this happens, and what they would say. Thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us. What would the divine masculines see here for the divine feminines? They're going to see that you matter, yes, and suddenly say, I worry about us a lot. So I'm in so much pain, is looking at the bottom. They're going to turn around and look at you, divine feminine, and you know, it's going to be a little bit of a cringy moment, and they're going to see your connection and how much you matter. That's beautiful. I just want to hold this up. Yes, you matter, divine feminine. Okay. Where are the divine feminine's energy going in the near future? There is always enough, and changes one by one. So divine feminines, the spirit guidance is to embody that union within to the degree that you are at complete peace in this now moment, that you are at home, and that there is a knowing of there being ample provision, enough spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. So if you feel, divine feminines, like there isn't enough, that you're not at home in yourself, that you aren't at peace, continue to make the changes bit by bit, baby steps, one at a time. Take every thought captive and work that puzzle. If you're not at peace, ask in that connection with source within, how do I come into peace? What would be required for me to come into peace in myself, on my own, without my divine masculine? What would it be that would cause me to come into peace? Or let's see, be at home. What would it take for me to be at home in my skin? What needs to change for me to feel at home in this temple? What is it that I can do today that will bring me into the feeling of wholeness? What small thing, what change can happen? Beautiful. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's get one of those Beyond Lemuria. So for both twins, what is it we can see? Final card for a union space here. Loving compassion. I love this. Okay, card number 16. What do we get? Unconditional love. Empathy, compassion, care, friendliness, goodwill, benevolence, beyond duality, safe space, forgiveness through expanded perspectives, open-hearted joy. Wow, yeah. This card invites you to bring more loving to the situation at hand, whether it's towards yourself or someone connected to the question. It may imply a need for forgiveness or for seeing things from a fresh, more expansive perspective. This card is a reminder that you are loved and have infinite access to the gentle yet powerful force of loving compassion as and when you need it. To bring yourself back into your heart, think about those you love and moments with them where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out to more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. That's union within, everyone. What a perfect card. Perfect card to finish this reading today. Much love, everyone. Bye for now.